Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no keep, and some informer friend we lovely. We in Global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them and she come here represent for. We in Global TV, check it.
Good morning, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. For those of you on the Eastern timeline, good morning, good afternoon to those who are tapping in from London and the UK. Hey, I'm 50. Ask me about the joint pain and all of those things that comes with 50. But yes, it was my birthday yesterday. One of my friends and one of my cousin came around and then bring Magnum. Hey, I haven't had alcohol since September. And believe you me, half a bottle of Magnum and I still cannot wake up. But we will tag on through it, won't we? To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning. Good morning to TikTok. Good morning to YouTube. Welcome, globalists. Welcome. Good morning. Kathy, good morning. Good morning, Colleen. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Who's here on YouTube? RJ, good morning. Beat and Teach, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Sharon Bernard, good morning. Jason Kane, good morning. Happy belated birthday, bro. I hope you're not still feeling drunk as I am, even though I didn't have much to drink. Good morning, all, and welcome. Yvonne Riley. Good morning, Marcia Gray. Good morning, Christine Gilbert. Good morning. Happy Kwanzaa to everyone. Good morning, Delroy Henry. Michael Wills, Violet Hudson, Marcia B. Rowe from the Cockpit Country. Happy Kwanzaa to you. Raymond G. Good morning, Raymond. Wagwan, bro. Millicent Jones. Sophia Hall, Dan Fox. Good morning, everyone. Tonight I'm going to have to get back to my 2024 review, because you know we don't have much time left on that, and we have to start from June tonight to where we are currently in our news cycle. But we are on remember we started our 2005 National Road Safety Campaign a couple nights ago. And it's something that is becoming more of a concern. Things of concern that falls fair and square within the Prime Minister's ambit of government. Yes, Prime Minister, or national roadways that you have just declared a national emergency. It is getting out of hand, isn't it? I wonder if this spark money, because some have it, that Spark Bridge, Troy Bridge, is a part of the Spark project, which is a blatant lie anyway. I wonder if Craigsmill Bridge will become a part of the Spark program. Not in Argentina, Jamaica, you know. Althea, how are you? Nothing in a Jamaica don't urgent. Jamaica is a country and walking stick, Zimmer frame, regardless whatever you hear the Miami Herald, London Financial Times, and all of the bullshitters wrote about. Jamaica is a country and walking stick. Wholeness will want to tell you all of the nice and dandy. Wholeness is not telling you though. Jamaica is heading for economic turmoil in the first quarter of 2025. Not a word from the Prime Minister, neither in English, Swinglish, Spanglish, Liglish, Promiseglish. What the Prime Minister talking about? Not a word. But they still have the people of Jamaica believing, oh, the economy of Jamaica is doing. Which part, sir? Which part the economy of Jamaica is doing fine, sir? Which part you are talking about? The part one can't tell me where the $3 trillion is. I don't know. Just ask him. I mean, I want to grow feathers when people ask about them $3 trillion, you know. But I feel it. And until we get good argument about it, we're going to continue ask about $3 trillion. Let us chat along. Let us chat along. Anybody seen Tom Tavares? I want to ask Tavares a question. Puppetail on Friday night was gunned down by the Jamaica Constabulary Force in a hail of bullets. For those of you who may not know, Puppetail is the brother of Dogpaw, Christopher and Roger Linton. Colin, how you doing? Given that Tom knows so much about things in our country, I wonder if Tom can shed any light on the killing of Puppetail by the Jamaica the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Just asking Tom. Because you seem to know everything when it comes to the Integrity Commission, and you seem to always out here. This is the uncle of your grandson, Tom. Do you know anything? We just asking. We just want to know if you know anything that you could give to the police or that you could give to us, the public. Make we know if Puppetail killing have nothing to do with you, your friends, colleague, or any of your allegiances. Just want to know, Tom. I know you know quite so much. Tom knows so much. So we want to find out from Tom what happened to Puppetail. Leadership, Prime Minister. Leadership, Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Leadership. Leadership, Prime Minister. Leadership. Let me repeat it like mad somebody for you. Leadership, Prime Minister. Leadership. Now we've seen the debacle across KSMC. The People's National Party is involved. The Easy Jerk World. Wagwan, bro. Thank you. The People's National Party has caught in the web of deceit within the municipal corporation. The Jamaica Labour Party has been caught. 22 on hit the like button. Boy, not turn bad. The Jamaica Labour Party has also been caught in a web of deceit within the municipal corporation to do with building permit. For about 2 weeks or so now, the country has been asking for Norman Brown, who chairs two government entities, reports directly to Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Norman Brown is in breach of building regulation. The Prime Minister has been asked that Norman step aside, Claudette Robinson. Up to now, the Prime Minister hasn't paid 1 ounce of attention to the country, like him not have no business to talk to about that issue there, or we don't have no right to know how the administrative affair of our country is being run. The People's National Party has been caught up in the same debacle over there as well. Navlet, how are you? The councillor Dennis Gordon was on the KSMC Building and Town Planning Committee. He has withdrew himself from the committee because, without he exercises a moral conscience and stepped down as a local government representative, then you have him until the next local government election, where the people who appointed him at the ballot box can then sack him then. But he can also use moral compass to step aside as a councillor. Norman Brown case is quite different. Norman Brown is not appointed by the people of Jamaica. Norman Brown is appointed by the Prime Minister, JamaicanTV.com. The Prime Minister who owns the country has been appointed to run the affairs of our country. Leadership and wholeness. What this shows, Prime Minister, is that there is leadership coming from the Jamaica Labour Party. Trevor Fox. That shows leadership coming from the People's National Party. Where is the leadership and wholeness that the country have been asking for? Okay, you don't think it's justified for you to step aside, Prime Minister. Do you think, and this is why the Prime Minister cannot answer a question to the country, do you think the position of Norman Brown is tenable at the UDC and at the NHT? You have a right to speak to the public on that. You appoint Norman Brown. Norman Brown report directly to you. Conflict of interest, Norman Brown is quite much your close friend and business partner, even though on barefacedly a challenge that in court, which the Integrity Commission says nothing wrong in that. They never say, we have identified. That's why I know someone who can't read it. The Integrity Commission never said we have identified a conflict of interest, which would quite be something different. The Integrity Commission says, if not carefully monitored, there is the potential for conflict of interest. And that Norman Brown in front of the court has sued about it. That's what Norman Brown is asking the court for permission to apply for judicial review, for the court to ask the Integrity Commission to remove Gloria Morris. Good morning, how are you? He's asking the court to compel the Integrity Commission to remove that sentence from the report, if not carefully monitored. A potential conflict of interest. That's what they're in front of the court fighting about. But then the Estate Bridge report came after. Empress Deb, morning, how are you? Debbie Jervis, how you do wherever you are. Hope you're feeling much better day by day. Hope you're coming on healthier and stronger and feeling much better day by day. Not one answer to the public. No leadership from the Prime Minister. And the Prime Minister think it is okay to just scour on like that because I be a fools him a deal with in the country. Him don't think him have a duty to speak to us about the Norman Brown situation. Him don't think he should exercise. But Andrew, then again, Andrew not exercise none of the power when I remember Andrew tell we say. Andrew tell we say you only need to be a loyalist to his agenda to become a member of his cabinet. So there's no intention of doing anything in the interest of the country. For this Prime Minister is purely about his selfish agenda, Delroy Henry. And the Prime Minister's selfish agenda is not beneficial to the country because there's a lack of maintenance left, right, and center, up and down in our country. While we are being told how good our economy is, but the nation infrastructure is falling apart. The nation's infrastructure is falling apart. Still it. Them say our economy has never been better than it has been now. We're going to watch the video snippet of Craigmill Bridge in Portland. You would all be aware of the collapse, but I want us to watch this together and then we will come back on the other side.
It's been closed. Bridge in Buff Bay, Portland, once a lifeline for the community, now an unrecognizable ruin. Its structure lies shattered with twisted metal beams dangling precariously over the edge and the chunks of concrete scattered on the riverbank. But how did we get here? According to preliminary reports, the incident occurred when the driver of a truck attempted to cross the bridge, causing the structure to give way. 3 individuals reportedly sustained injuries and were taken to hospital for treatment. The bridge has been closed for some time because it was deemed unsafe by the authorities. According to Manager of Communications and Customer Services at the National Works Agency, NWA, Stephen Shaw, the bridge was not to be used by motorists and a detour road was constructed in the vicinity of the bridge for them. But residents say that route is often rendered impassable.
We're glad that no life was lost and nobody gets hurt seriously, maybe. But at the same time, we're still glad that the bridge cleared up because it was like a trap because people disregard the sign and not drive across here. So they have stuff here before, whether you like the sign or you could pass because the stuff was there to stop you from taking your chance. But we don't know how for some reason the stuff moved, the mall and whatever, and people start taking for granted and zip pass it and stuff. And that's the only alternative when the food in there kind of block up. As rain comes down, so let's wash it. The one for money that they must spend, push it back every minute. That will make one sense. But I then just try and start with the beach. And right now, if rain comes on that now, nobody can go. We are trapped in, now the rain is falling, and we don't have no way in, no way out. So we need some help. We need some help. Serious help we need. We need the relevant authority to come now and help us.
For these residents, the situation is more than an inconvenience. It's a crisis.
Yeah. So basically, the community is without water. The water upside down, but don't have water.
As the rain continues, many are left unsure of what the coming days will bring. Rashida Walker for TVJ News.
My peeps, bear with me. I'm working on a more close-up video. Sorry, to bring you, Joan Dawkins. I'm working on a more close-up video to bring you because it gets worse by the day in our country. Nothing isn't working. Is this Andrew Holness's failure? Partly. Is this a failure of successive government in our country? Totally. Carleen Richards. I'm working on a more close because I want you to see it more close up. Oh, this is coming like it. And the wrong one come up again.
Bridge in Buff Bay, Portland, once a lifeline for the community, now an unrecognized.
Hold on, my peeps.
Its structure lies a sharp.
Oh, why is it playing me about this morning? I want to bring you a very much close-up image. Don't worry, my peeps. I'm working on it. I am working on it. This is a failure going way back beat and teach. The state of this bridge, I don't know it. I don't live in a Portland. It's the only parish in Jamaica that I've never been. But by the look of what I'm seeing on camera, this bridge should have been replaced since independence. From Siaga and Mandla days, this Ivan Bradford should have been replaced. It also, under PJ, under Portia, under Bruce, and whoever lead the National Works Agency, under those leaders, have failed the people of Portland. Darrell Vaz, the MP for West Portland for over 20 years, have also failed to make proper representation in our parliament for the people of West Portland. Hence, see there, another Chai Bridge, and there's many Chai Bridge in our country. I wonder how much Chai Bridge, the Spark program, is going to sort out. Because we've been told, try upon the Spark list, something that we know is a lie. But them happy to walk and talk it. I don't know what is wrong with this thing.
Bridge in Buff Bay, Portland, once a lifeline for the community.
Let me cut out this and try to bring it in on share screen from the Google thingy. Hold on. I don't know why the devil and him friend them think them are going to win this morning. Hold on, my peeps. I'm having technical difficulties, but we're going to chatter along. Where is the No, close the WhatsApp first. Oh God. Daryl Vaz gonna play this morning, you know. Hold on there. Share screen. Attack. That. That. Why it's not loading up? My people have a serious problem this morning, and I'm desperate to bring you this video close up, but a lot of you would have seen it. It's not good. Time come Vernon Adams. For the people of Portland, Marcia Thomas. Not good any at all. Let's look at safety. Them claim to say them close off the bridge and people move whatever they did there. Health and safety demand that Andrew Holness and his team, the National Works Agency, until the bridge is ready to be repaired or replaced, is to put a permanent ladybug, permanent barrier, because the protection and the safety of the people, the government is under a duty. Safety demands that the government make sure that if it's not safe, there is proper blockage, permanent blockage where people can use. If it's used as a footbridge, then it must limit itself down to only walking lane size during that blockade. If the government puts something there where people can easily remove and carry on, doesn't provide any safety. Or road users in our country, which ought to be a major part. Let me say, no form of barricade time come. Or road users have very little regards for safety. Not all of our road users, but a lot of them. Good reason beat and teach. Same way Daryl Vaz put good barrier and security. Good barrier and security at the Blue Lagoon to prevent the people of Portland from accessing and using the Blue Lagoon. Daryl Vaz could have made sure a permanent barrier is erected because this is about safety. But Jamaica, they don't care about the safety, you know. What they more care about is denying us access. Like we beach them and we riverway and all the things them where you can think of. Master Gray, how are you? This bridge in particular, though, should have been repaired 50, 60 years ago. We shouldn't be using a wooden bridge to the day. Huh? And you want to tell me that this is not a failure of all our leaders for the last 60 years? A failure of the MP for the last 2 decades to make representation in our parliament. Why this video is behaving like
An unrecognizable ruin. Its structure lies shattered with twisted metal beams.
let's about that one. There is no safety is not a priority, Arsenal read. Safety is not a priority for our leaders. Otherwise, they would have put more into safety. But them rather more put money and effort into blocking our access to our natural resources and our environment. Thanks, Katie. That's what they're interested in. This bridge should have been replaced 4 or 5 decades now. This should have been replaced before Darrell Vaz coming up power. This is an awful failure of the National Works Agency in our country for the last 50, 60 years, or however long them exist for. Because these are the job of the technical engineers in the National Works Agency to go around and make sure the usability of our bridge them provides safety. But no, they wait until bridges in our country, like Craig Mill, Troy, and many others on the verge of collapsing. The government waits until utter collapse before they do anything. Look how long Darrell Vaz and him team them identify and so-called close it off. You want to tell me that nobody knew that whatever blockage they put there was being removed? Lack of maintenance. It is for the same reason that this Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, take a bill to Parliament to defund the maintenance of our roadways. And then our Prime Minister still wants us to help him to run around the country and tell the world how good he has done with our economy. I don't know what is wrong with this thing. Make up there enough there with this you know, make it just I will put the phone on my side and I keep WhatsApp this and here and this.
for me again. You can't for me again. You hold me down for a very long time.
Anything I'm playing, I cannot hear it from this angle. Bear with me. My system's playing up this morning. Bear with. I'm still getting that small image, which is what I do not want. But let's give it a shot again. I've downloaded the correct versions, but for some reason, this thing is playing up this morning. Playing up.
Bridge in Buffy, Portland, once a lifeline for the community, now an unrecognizable ruin. Its structure lies shattered with twisted metal beams dangling precariously over the edge and the chunks of concrete scattered on the riverbank. But how did we get here? According to preliminary reports, the incident occurred when the driver of a truck attempted to cross the bridge, causing the structure to give way. 3 individuals reportedly sustained injuries and were taken to hospital for treatment. The bridge has been closed for some time because it was deemed unsafe by the authorities. According to Manager of Communications and Customer Services at the National Works Agency NWA Stephen Shaw, the bridge was not to be used by motorists and a detour road was constructed in the vicinity of the bridge for them. But residents say that route is often rendered impassable.
We're glad that no life was lost and nobody get hurt seriously maybe. But at the same time, we're still glad that the bridge teared up. Because it was like a trap. Because people disregard the sign and not drive across here. So they have stuff there before, whether you like the sign or not, you couldn't pass because the stuff was there to stop you from taking your chance. But we don't know how, for some reason, the stuff moved, the mall and whatever, and people start taking for granted and zip past it and something. And that's the only alternative when the food in there kind of block up.
Rain come down, so let's wash it. The one for money that they must spend, here push you back every minute. That's not make one sense. Let them just try to sort out the bridge. Right now, if rain comes down right now, nobody can go out.
We are trapped in, now the rain is falling, and we don't have no way in, no way out. So we need some help. We need some help. Serious help we need. We need the relevant authority to come now and help us.
For these residents, the situation is more than an inconvenience. It's a crisis.
Alright, now we want nothing water when I'm going to go down. Pipeline water? The water and the pipeline dump out. Pipeline go across the bridge? Yeah. It dump out. Basically, the community is without water. The water up there, but don't have water.
As the rain continues, many are left unsure of what the coming days will bring. Rashida Walker for TVJ News.
Nobody observes safety in Jamaica. Not the government, not the people. The National Works Agency, Catherine, Michael, Abenasa, Cody, how are you? The government is under a duty to provide protection. The government is under that duty. They have failed to put the adequate measures in place to protect the public. The truck driver have a basic qualification in stupidity. If it don't safe for driving at all, why do you, Mr. Stupid Driver, think that a truck with stones can go pan it successfully? You know, say you're a fool driver, and when I say fool, you know, me not talk about no like a pian fool. Me I talk about fool like Roy and Pam. Them type of foolishness there you exercise. Because, I mean, even a frog hopping would have foresight that danger that you, the truck driver, just blindly drove into. Allow me to tell, because it's only an idiot. You could have loved short and walk subtle. Safety comes above your short hand work. Hold on. I think I might get a better view for you now. Bear with me. Can me get a better view for you now? Because this is disgraceful. This should have never been there for so long. This should have been taken out of service tantamount of time ago. This is an all-round failure of everybody, Kenny, who is under a duty to protect us. This is a mammoth responsibility of the truck driver who failed as a road user, one that has a weapon in his hand to take careful responsibility of road usage. Me never see man fool, so yet for me as a foolish man. Anybody know that driver, they tap him on his shoulder and say Global TV said you might just end up with the prize for the basic fool of the year. Stupid man.
Bridge in Buff Bay, Portland, once a lifeline for the community, now an unrecognizable ruin. Its structure lies shattered with twisted metal beams dangling precariously over the edge and the chunks of concrete scattered on the riverbank. But how did we get here? According to preliminary...
No beat and teach. The minister, the MP cannot be under a sole responsibility. This bridge falls in the ambit of the National Works Agency. The minister, the MP, is under a duty to make representation robustly in Parliament to have the matter redressed. This is a failure of the National Works Agency. Darrell Vaz has failed massively in turning a blind eye. I cannot remember ever hearing Darrell Vaz raising the issue of Craigmill Bridge in Parliament. Maybe he has, and it has jumped over my head, but I haven't heard Darrell Vaz raise any issue of it. But Andrew Holness, who has been leading the National Works Agency for 8 years, have ample time with a good economy, with a stabilized economy, with a country have money than they've never had to flash around before till we can walk and a give out 20,000 and all that jazz. We can spend it here, so and spend it there, so and we don't know where we spend it because in particular Dr. Tufton just walk and issue the contract them out so by word of mouth and nothing happened. We don't know who do the work, who get paid or how much them pay. We just got to take Dr. Tufton's word for it.
It's been closed. Bridge in Buff Bay, Portland, once a lifeline for the community, now an unrecognizable ruin. Its structure lies shattered with twisted metal beams dangling precariously over the edge and the chunks of concrete scattered on the riverbank. But how did we get here? According to preliminary reports, the incident occurred when the driver of a truck attempted to cross the bridge, causing the structure to give way. 3 individuals reportedly sustained injuries and were taken to hospital for treatment. The bridge has been closed for some time because it was deemed unsafe by the authorities. According to Manager of Communications and Customer Services at the National Works Agency, NWA, Stephen Shaw, the bridge was not to be used by motorists and a detour road was constructed in the vicinity of the bridge for them. But residents say that route is often rendered impassable.
We're glad that no life was lost and nobody get hurt seriously maybe. But at the same time, we're still glad that the bridge teared up. Because it was like a trap. Because people disregard the sign and not drive across here. So they have stuff here before, whether you like the sign or not, you couldn't cross because the stuff was there to stop you from taking your chance. But we don't know how, for some reason, the stuff moved, the mall and whatever, and people start taking for granted and just pass it and stuff. And that's the only alternative when the fording there kind of block up.
Rain come down, so it's wash it. The whole for money that they must spend, they are pushing up back every minute. That don't make one sense. But then just try to sort out the bridge. Right now, if rain comes on right now, nobody can go out.
We are trapped in, now the rain is falling, and we don't have no way in, no way out. So we need some help. We need some help. Serious help we need. We need the relevant authority to come now and help us.
For these residents, the situation is more than an inconvenience. It's a crisis.
Right now, we want nothing water when I'm pipeline water. The water no pipeline jump out. Pipeline go across. Yeah. It jump out. Basically, the community is without water. The water up there, but don't have water.
As the rain continues, many are left unsure of what the coming days will bring. Rashida Walker for TVJ News.
Now, this is the reason, Wayne Evans, how are you? This is the reason why I cannot support these political parties in Jamaica. I have to stand up for my country. Beat and teach, this responsibility falls to Andrew. Your MP is the one you go to with your problem, and your MP made that representation. But if it doesn't fall specifically to the MP and it falls to a national ministry of government, the national ministry is under a duty to get that done. The MP, though, is under a duty to make robust representation to the government, to the cabinet, he's a cabinet minister as well, and to the National Works Agency to prioritize the safety of the people of Portland. If it doesn't fall to Darrell Vaz to fix from the MP's budget for West Portland, then the problem fairly and squarely falls to the Prime Minister, who has the budget for the National Works Agency. Andrew Holness fault this, not just Darrell. I'm not excusing Darrell Vaz. Patrick Marcy agree. This is nothing about excusing Darrell Vaz culpability for the lack of responsibility, lack of representation. If it doesn't fall within his budget, I'm not going to blame him for that. If it falls in Darrell Vaz MP's constituency budget, then Darrell Vaz ultimately is to be blamed. If it falls within the National Works Agency budget, Darrell Vaz failed massively to make representation. Andrew Holness, though, the Minister of the National Works Agency, has failed in his duty as a Prime Minister and as a Minister of the National Works Agency to prioritize the safety of the people of West Portland, to give the people of West Portland proper access to road usage. This failure is of our Prime Minister's doing. This Prime Minister who took a legislation to Parliament to defund our road maintenance, to see where we have ended up. Bridges have collapsed across our country. Roadway is in a terrible state to the fact where this Prime Minister declared our roadways a national emergency. This is Andrew Holness's fault. This Andrew Holness cross to carry. If him can run the National Works Agency, him should push it off to somebody. Give Nesta or Everard, who did have it, the portfolio. But Andrew Holness take it and look like him only want to enjoy the kickbacks of the contract, but not to see that the agency operate effectively. Jamaica is a keeping environment, Catherine. Something of your keep. Something of your keep. If Jamaica not keep, the world boring. $3 trillion Prime Minister. And you mean say we walk back? We see when you walk on board bridge, you know. We see try people that swing pan rope and crate, you know. Real sweet. How are you? Now we see truck down in a Craig Mills. We hear say board bridge that's St. Mary, but the driver would have to top. Make me walk over the bridge or swim under the bridge, but nobody now drive over on a board bridge with me. The superpower for the Caribbean, is it not? Wasn't that what we are? Board bridge economy. Swing pan rope, Jamaica. The economic superpower of the Caribbean. Why the Miami Herald never write about board bridge, Jamaica? Swing pan rope in a crate, Jamaica. Cross bamboo pan river, Jamaica. Cross river upon bamboo and rope, Jamaica. The Miami Herald never see that at all. The Miami Herald knows that though. We have the best economy. Hmm? The London Financial Times thought there was something for New York and Washington, for London and Washington to emulate from Nigel Clark hobnob of the Jamaican economy. Footbridge across a river, boat bridge. Kenny, when you say boat bridge and go pedestrian, should I not walk across it? There should be any commuting. But to the driver, go to school, learn for fool, write fool in a book, get ticket for fool, and graduate a damn fool. That's why he thought I could successfully make this shortcut. I could make this shortcut successfully. One thing if you did put with $3 trillion, one can't tell we say there, one say no unaccounted for. It's outstanding. To me, don't stand on the drive. I mean, I understand the difference. Don't you think if one did spend with $3 trillion wisely, we wouldn't have these life-threatening bridge where a stupid truck driver with a truck full of stone think he would have made it across the bridge successfully. When you fool, you know. No, somebody said there's a boat bridge at St. Mary. But the truth is, though, beat and teach, that bridge should have been replaced decades ago. Decades ago, that bridge should have been replaced. Remember, we say Andrew walk cross one river, one stream, on board where they ain't beat and teach. In the good economy where we still have board bridge. Hold on there. So I now have new board. We're desperate for an update from Troy. Ali, you there? Because you're there, not quiet, you know, Ali, but you told us the other day that Troy Bridge was a part of the Thingy Rada Spark project. But you remember that 230 million when man the name again? Hold on the beat and teach. The 300 and odd million what my boy they get. What the boy name, what they say him and Andrew a friend. Dwight Construction. Try explain that to me. Thanks, Kathy. Try explain that to me. How that part they go. It could have been used to install a bridge, but because Vance wants to million, enough fix the bridge. So the bridge could have been replaced or fixed for 50 million. But Vaz wanted 150 million. As so much are we going to kick back Vaz 100 million? No, sir. Vaz! Hold on, let me see what this video says. Hold on.
And this is where Jamaican law gets interesting. They have this thing called a reverse burden when it comes to illicit enrichment.
Reverse burden? That sounds complicated.
It's not too bad. Usually it's innocent official record.
Hold on, no.
Like,
Expert speaker, this has been fascinating. Thank you for breaking it all down for us.
anytime.
And deep divers, we hope this has inspired you to keep asking tough questions, demand transparency, and hold those in power accountable. Until next time, keep diving deep.
No, no. Oh, there's so much things to go through here, read and teach. I have to go save some of them for tonight. Hold on, look on this article. I remember I'm still drunk, you know. South Chilani residents celebrate new footbridge over Troy. No, sir. Try Avenue footbridge. Hold on the screen share Windows dash. Go back here, so. Try Avenue footbridge. So you see that how on a place to walk, you know, I wonder if you see these are some of the failure of this government. You know how long the people of Chai were swinging a crate and all sort of something. And the Magnum, and the Magnum Evan Bradford still have me out of it. The people of Charbridge should have had this footbridge from 2021. Then only manage to bring it now. I wonder if we'll ever see a proper installment of a commuter's bridge. Me not trust these people. Let's look on our thingy what else there. Hold on.
Don't have a bridge. A truck went on it last night and break it down finally. So we are trapped in. Now the rain is falling and we don't have no way in, no way out. 3 persons was in the truck. They had to rush them to the hospital.
We're glad that no life was lost and nobody get hurt seriously, maybe.
Hold on
But at the same time, we're still glad that the bridge tear down. Because it was like a trap. Because
Hold on, we listened to that already. Let's see what's over here.
We gon' fight, but if it happen, turn it and do it.
No, I'm afraid of copyright with that. I think I have those on slide. Bear with. I have those on slide. Right. Now to Miss Vaz. Ann Jones, how are you? As a part of our 2025 road safety campaign, Miss Vaz, this is with reference to your school bus that you're standing next to. Thank you very much, Annie Jones. This is about the safety of our children, Miss Vaz. We know say a big boss, we know a big and buy, but we still want to know about safety features and safety mechanism for our children. Jacqueline, how are you? Miss Vaz. Let me quickly pull back the Vaz video. I'm sure I pulled it up the other night because I don't see any worthwhile seatbelt system. I'm sure this video should have been in my library. I don't know what is happening to me this morning. I will wake up at some point. Safety, though, Miss Vaz, is a thing of concern when it comes to these buses. What I don't see, Miss Vaz, is a seatbelt system throughout that bus. It may be there, but in that video, I couldn't spot it. Let me see if this video is in my WhatsApp. I couldn't spot it, Miss Vaz. Maybe you could come out here and help to tell us more about the safety features of this bus. Because the safety of our children is paramount. I think I would have to bring this video in from WhatsApp. Bear with me. No, bear with me. Because we're stupid like Anvaz, so bear with me.
Exclusive. As your kids head back to school, we're taking a look at how safe they are when they're heading to and from class.
Most buses don't have seat belts, but the I-Team is finding that federal officials are recommending a change.
Team 12's Bianca Bono joins us again with what she's uncovering. Yeah.
On this lovely Christmas Eve,
the simulation speaks for itself. A crash test showing what would happen if a school bus rolled over. First, if the students are wearing seatbelts. Then, taking them away. The school bus...
This has been a work in progress for many years.
Stop playing with me, son. TikTok, this for entertainment purposes only. I don't know who that nigga is, and I'm telling you right.
Right, Miss Vaz. The safety features. Stop the screen sharing a bit here. Safety features, Miss Vaz. I don't see any seatbelt system throughout the whole Galangan. Thanks, Abima. Thank you. What stopped children from rolling out of these shiny seats, going around a deep corner without seatbelt? Can you tell us how safe our children will be in that bus? It's a good move, Miss Vaz, to provide school bus for our children. But if providing a school bus, Miss Vaz, that does not guarantee their safety or does not guarantee maximum safety as into as the safety features and mechanism, it's hardly anything to celebrate, you know. It is hardly anything to celebrate if it does not provide protection for its children them. But me now go strain my eye right now, my eye cloudy. I guess I'll go through these later, but these are the observer look back at the year on both sides of the political fence. I guess we will get into that later. Minister Chink and Ticks. Minister Chink and Ticks. Next, Nesta Morgan. There's a bit of teacher on JOTC bus, not monkey trolleys. Hey, judgment! Mr. Guy. One heap passa. And that we road and we bridge them turn out in a, and that Derek figure out one pothole or one bridge got turn up and said, Mr. Guys, one heap passa. What can go so? Andrew Honest. You mean to say, Prime Minister, God not sleeping? You know? Hey, I don't like tell lie upon God. Like all of them useless liar, thief, and once a prostitute, now a prophet over TikTok. Every day, God walk and get them message. Them walk and love can't use God. Them seatful in God. Every day walk and care. People name to them. Why you don't got some of these false prophet go get a wash down Prime Minister? Never, Prime Minister, have I seen in an election year, a general election year, where everything with this government one walk and campaign pan, boast pan, promise pan, and tell like, you notice it's all falling apart in front of your Prime Minister. You're heading to an economic recession. You have just declared the roads a national emergency. Despite, Prime Minister, your upping substantially of the minimum wage, cost of living and high price kill the people of Jamaica. You notice everything pop down and fall down upon you. Integrity, Prime Minister. Corruption, admission. Corruption is like finance around your Prime Minister. Red Peggy, them just a crawl so. Duckans, Prime Minister. The corruption nest. Somebody push a piece of stick in the Duckans nest of corruption run by this Prime Minister. Prime Minister Duckans just a run out so. Duckans all over the place. Them just a sting and a bite. What a hoops and a calamity upon you, Prime Minister. Right in the middle when you want to call the general election, you cannot get the chance to rebuild yourself and bounce back. Calamity after calamity, scandal after scandal, disgrace after disgrace, lies after lies, failed promises after failed promises. Call the election, Andrew Holness. Call it. The nation is ready. Call the election, Andrew. Call it. The nation is ready. Thank you all for being here with us this morning, this afternoon on the Global Television Group. To everyone on TikTok, thank you very much. Kathy, Don C, Doreen Spence, Colonel Vassal, Edley Autumn, user 8039, Cynthia McCall. Good morning. Thank you for being here on the Global Television Group this morning. The children will not drive in those buses. I coming from Florida. I saw Oral Tracy made a video of the nonsense of it that Jamaica is selling import. Me not call it icing. Me not call it ice. Jamaica is selling imported frozen water. Imported. Me feel so we're mad, you know. Me feel so we're mad. Because I am mad we could have mad. Make them sell it and we buy it. And madness alone can't see. Hey, Coach Shatter. What a good question, Beat and Teach. Who has got the license or the permit to import, me not call it ice? Who has the license or the permit to import frozen water from Florida? $1,065 Jamaican dollars compared to the Jamaican ice or the Jamaican frozen water. Jesus, we fool. I wonder if when Duck can go on a competition as to who fooler than who. When Duck can go on a competition, you know, we need to find out Ottawa and Duck who fooler. Come on, that drink boiling water, you know. Me would have drink boiling water before me buy Joe Biden ice from Andrew Holness. You remember when we were at school, when the one shopkeeper or the one lady in the community will freeze water and sell. Them something they cut out of fashion and so much deep freeze and standing fridge and all these lovely advanced thing what we have, what we never buy ice from America. When a one people in the community used to have fridge. One, you know. And that person used to set all kind of ice or frozen water for the whole of we come by when we come from school at evening time. Ice tray. We want suck in the ice tray at the 10 cents. Jamaicans. And we not talk about Mark Golden and his whiteness. Mark Golden's whiteness is a problem. The frozen ice, the frozen water is not a problem. Just Mark Gold. I wonder if the frozen water white people are selling where black people. I don't know. I'm just asking. Who are selling with the frozen water? And who in Jamaica is so criminal when we have fridge almost every yard, all in a rickety-tickety house where fridge never do exist now. Some people have deep freeze and standing fridge. Frozen water. Frozen water. Another country see the reason to have a frozen water business. Freeze them water, you know. Fly it on plane, blast freeze it, send it in a cooling bag. Or them bag up the source of water and send it come to Jamaica, come freeze. It could go either way. Because you see, to we fool. Jamaica people, do you think we're going forward? If when Miss Pearlie and Miss Audrey alone in the community did have fridge, and Miss Pearlie and Miss Audrey couldn't sell everybody ice, you mean to say we buy ice from America when practically almost the entire community have fridge? Shop still I said, I don't know whether that Jamaica some of the shop still I said, what a disgrace though. What a disgrace. Frozen water. When I flicked to TikTok yesterday morning, I don't know what type of water you know, Cathy. So I only call it frozen water, so I now call it ice. Frozen water. Frozen. I say when I see Oral Tracy, I talked about it yesterday morning. I'm searching at the Glean, I'm searching at the Observer, I'm searching at the search everywhere. I want some more about this story. But it is a reality. Prosperity ice up. Whoa. Why we don't enter the Guinness Book of Record for stupidity, Jamaica? We don't know we wouldn't win. Jamaica make we enter the Guinness Book of Record for state stupidity. We can't lose that. Frozen water in Jamaica is $300 to $500 per bag. Joe Biden frozen water, though. Joe Biden's frozen water is for $1,065. Because remember, you see, Joe Biden water fly pan plane and sail pan ship. Joe Biden water have to go to the hickle to pickle of coming through customs, you see. So when Joe Biden water is marking up the prices for its water, for its frozen water, Joe Biden have to do a markup of all the expenses rather. Jamaica people, why we don't walk naked and in a dirty clothes? Express shipping. Whoa! Now talking to Jamaica, why don't we walk in a tear up and dirty clothes? Why we are made with skin? Are we not better than the people them who they on street in a tear up dirty clothes now be what we call mad? So why we not do the same thing? Ask yourself the question, why we not stop bathe and go turn up on road corner in a dirty tear up clothes? Because we're a nation of crazy people. Barking mad, we are. Cuckoos. That's what the politicians them take away from. That's why Wholeness Scan promised we 2015 in Getty, in come 2019, and in promise we ain't get it, and him come back again with the same promise them in a 24, forget it in a 25. Brittany, how are you? Why Jamaica? Ask yourself the question. Why we are bad? Why we don't walk, go on street corner, go turn up in a dirty, tear up clothes? That's what mad people do. That's what we know mad people for. Whoa, somebody send a money gun. Thank you, Cathy. Murder! Money gun on TikTok. No, sir. But ask yourself the question, why we are bad? Why we wear clean clothes? If you walk past street, go turn up on street corner in a dirty, tear up clothes. I know mad people alone mad at Jamaica. All our way mad. So me not see what we get up every day and dress up and a beard for. Mad people don't beard. Mad people don't dress up. So me not see every day what we get up a beard and a dress up for. And then we skin up with face when we are past mad people and say them mad. Out of we and them who mother. Out of we and them, who do you think mother? Christopher, how are you? Because we tolerate more bullshit than them. We paid for bullshit where them now pay for. Ask yourself, who mother? It would profit us more to stop beard and go turn up on street corner in a dirty clothes because of that I run things now. Thank you very much for being here with us this morning on the Global Television Group. A failed leadership of the Andrew Holness regime, Caswell Hamilton. The entrance and exit to these buses are on the right-hand side, which make them unsafe. Backside. Well, and have to go beg some money, tap up the original door and cut door upon the other side, and that's the only option for you. Or drive the bus in a reverse. Me no know, and you love bad advice, so me not give you bad advice because the same way time come, oh, you do. A same way, you go tell the picnic them say, go on to school, and then when you come from school at evening time, you just go on corner and go rub out on the hand. Because so why we can't go on street corner in a dirty clothes and don't be able to go mad? And if you can tell what picnic them say, when them come from school, them figure up on street corner, go rub out their hand, nigga. Why we can't go there, go turn up in a dirty, tear up clothes and act mad? Because we're mad, you know. We're a nation of mad people. And I don't see why we keep pretending like we're not mad. I don't see why we get up every day, a beard and change clothes. Mad people don't do those things. And stop the pretending and just make we be naturally mad. Because we pretend that we're not mad. Mad people are right being mad. Maybe we all need to get crazy. Maybe that's what will bring some change in our country. Maybe that's how politicians will focus on the needs of us in our country when them say, all the way, barking mad. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, and thanks for watching.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.